Hey, good afternoon, Dripping Springs. It is Ashley Tullis, your home girl, and Amber Pierce, get your stuff real clean girl. And welcome to Weekly Drips Season 4, episode number 28. Amber, have you noticed it is not Satan's armpit today outside? Because I sure have.
I don't know, because I feel like Satan's armpit might be kind of muggy, and it still feels kind of muggy. It's like it's sweaty and sticky still.
But it's only 100.
It's only
It's not 100.
right?
Less
I mean, it's definitely an improvement, that's for sure.
Did you frolic in the rain yesterday?
Frolic, no. I did. That was right exactly the time that I had to leave to pick my daughter up from school, though. So I got to run through it and get completely soaked in a 40, not even 40-foot span that I had to run to get to my car, completely soaked. But it felt good.
Right?
The summer rain, it just hits different.
It does. It does. When I went outside yesterday morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I smell rain, but there was no rain to be seen. So I don't know. That's not really what this show is about, you guys. This is about all things Dripping Springs. Amber and I jam together once a week on Wednesdays to bring you the scoop. And I just felt like it had been an anomaly. We've been in a heat wave. It had been very dry. Yesterday there was a little reprieve, and now I'm like, is it time for pumpkin spice or apple cider? Probably not, but I feel like it's coming. I'm very happy for that. You know what else I love about this time of year?
Tell me.
It's almost football season.
Ooh.
So for our friends whose addresses I have that are in the Dripping Springs Independent School District, this sucker right here should have hit your mailboxes. Dripping Springs Tigers.
I got mine yesterday, and it is already proudly displayed on my fridge. And even my teenage daughter was like, actually, that'll be really helpful.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, you got the teenage props. That's a big deal.
Yeah. I'm always trying to provide value, but to provide value to more than just full grown adults trying to buy and sell real estate, like, yes, bonus.
Well, Michaela gives props. She's like, I can use that. That's helpful.
Good. Excellent. How is her back to school experience going?
So far, so good. It's been interesting. She has an off period every other day. So that has been interesting because if she's out early, then she can't catch the bus. So that just means I get to drive more. So I'm sure lots of y'all are seeing me around.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that when our high school students have an off period, they're not allowed to stay on campuses. So someday in the future, our community is going to end up with a new library, and geographically it won't be that far from the high school. So I envision this amazing partnership where our students can literally walk if they're not of driving age. Because Michaela, your daughter only has her permit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What a freaking burden, in addition to not having buses in our community on parents. Like, come on. We're crying uncle, DSISD. We're crying uncle here. But what an amazing opportunity that's going to eventually be for those students because they can't stay on campus. Why? I guess there's too many of them that would be loitering about. I don't know. I don't make those rules.
I hadn't thought about the library though. So that's definitely an option that I can shoot her. Like, hey girlfriend, can't make it in time today. Go to the library. I'll pick you up as soon as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Mercer Street's in walking distance, and our sweet children won't be checking out all things Drinking Springs on that street, but I know I see a gaggle of high school kiddos in Mazamas pretty frequently. So I'm guessing that might be one of the walk to high school hangs. I don't know. Just maybe.
I'll ask her.
Yeah,
she knows things I just don't know. I just have to ask. What are the cool places? I don't know.
Well, it's like, what do you even know to ask your kid these days? Like, my son's notorious for giving me zero information. There's like a meme going around, and I asked my kid how their day was and they said it was fine. And then I see in like Canvas or wherever my kid held a pet alligator today at school and it wasn't even a mention. And I'm like, that would be my son. Like
it wasn't even on the radar as something like, I held an alligator.
It just wouldn't.
Oh, goodness.
But we are here to talk about all things Dripping Springs. You want me to kick off or you want to kick off?
Ooh, I've got a couple of things. I've got a few things. Most everything I have is benefit type things for charities. The first one that I have is 12 Boxes hosting a Maui fundraiser all weekend to support Maui. And they're going to have shirts and hats for sale, and 100% of the proceeds from that are going to charities, to local charities in Maui that have been recommended by the Maui Brewing Company. They're going to have music, including Megan Tubb and Gummies Barbecue, and of course, beer. But that looks like a great event, and that's going to be going on all weekend long.
And just to add a little punctuation to that, I know we've been talking about Satan's armpit already today. They've added Mr. fans to help with the heat out there. And in addition to the live music on Friday and Saturday, there's going to be bingo at 4:00 on Sunday.
I missed that. I love bingo.
Those are the only details I had any different from yours. And I'll have to have my husband correct me if I'm wrong. Lauren and I were talking about Maui Brewing Company because she's been before on Maui.
I have too.
That's amazing.
It's a great restaurant. I still remember what I had there. I don't remember what it was called. It was some kind of like little couscous type thing and some salmon, and it was like, oh, so good.
Yum, yum. Do you eat Spam?
Not intentionally.
So also kind of same until the first time I went to Hawaii, which was in really honestly relatively recent history. I think it was like between 5 and 7 years ago. And I'd never had Spam in my life. And then everywhere you go, you see Spam musubi, which is like a rice patty with Spam and like some hoisin wrapped in seaweed. And the first time I had it, I was like, wow, this is incredible, like incredibly delicious. And Spam fried rice was another dish that I had there that was amazing. So every now and again, our family will bust out a can of Spam. It's really delicious. There's no way that salt content is good for you. There's no way.
Probably not. Although I can't remember what you just called it. I hadn't had the Spam with the rice. So maybe there is something that I should still try. I will remain open to trying new things.
Spam meets sushi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
I digress. Anyway, keep going.
Another one that I have, and this is a little bit further out, but this is the Goat Couture 2023, and this is going to be on September 9th from 10 to 3:30 at Dripping Springs Ranch Park. And what that is it's a goat fashion show, and it's a fundraiser for both Blanco and Hayes County FFA programs.
So Bree Black, who brought it to Dripping Springs, this is the first time the event's happening here. And so I've heard about how this event's gone down in other communities, and it sounds pretty spectacular. And every time I hear somebody say like Goat Couture in my head, I'm like, it's called Fashion Sweetie. Look it up.
I totally just picture like proper hats on goats.
Like Kentucky Derby hats?
Yeah. And like the ribbons. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that's what happens in my head. All the goats are wearing fancy hats.
Wear bell bottoms and then like, do all of their legs get pants, or is it like arms in the front, legs in the back?
Where does the belt go?
In the middle.
In the middle this way or in the middle this way?
This way, like around the around the stomach. How else would it stay on?
I don't know. If the front legs and the back legs both have belt bottoms and the pants go halfway up and then the belt doesn't make sense.
I don't know. But come September, we're going to learn the ways of goat couture.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Another thing that I have is the Patriots Hall. They are doing a meet and compete shoot 2023 on Saturday, September 30th. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be at Hog Heaven. And from what I heard today, for veterans, it's free.
It is. It is free for veterans. And they do have sponsorships available. I think their headline sponsor is Magpul, if I remember what I read correctly. But we did hear today they are also looking for additional sponsorships. So if you are looking for a way to support our veteran community business owners, this is your chance. Ooh, tell me more on that page. Is that my friend
newsletter?
Is that my friend Matthew in the middle there? All right.
You can tell from that. Hey.
Tell me your
I'm not gonna lie, seeing this picture here, I'd be a little bit disappointed if I went and he wasn't there. But I don't know that necessarily has anything to do with the event itself.
Can you hold that back up facing you? Because I want to see the picture on the other. Nope, flip it over. That's our friend. We know that.
This looks like it's a local veteran highlight.
We were just talking about Joe in 12 Fox. Oh, nice segue.
Right
nice
in the back. Ta-da! And then the last one that I have, and I have another flyer. It's hard to get that centered. This is for Rockin' in the Springs, sponsored by the Springs Family YMCA, and that is Thursday, September 21st from 6 to 8:30, and it's going to be at Ghost Note Brewing, and I'll just read the whole thing. It says, join us at Ghost Note Brewing concert venue for an evening of music, food, and fun. During the event, we hope to bring awareness to our mission and values, make a positive impact on the community, raise funds for our cause, and provide a memorable experience. Included in tickets is access to a taco bar and a drink ticket.
Oh.
I feel like everywhere has barbecue, but I don't see taco bars. So that is different.
That is different.
And y'all may or may not be able to scan this for more information.
Yeah. So I think you held it still long enough that folks could screenshot it. Go ahead and screenshot, and then you'll be able to scan it once you have the screenshot.
So what do you have on your list?
Well, I was kind of alluding that there's a change in season coming. So our pumpkin festival is going to kick off in September. The Dripping Springs Pumpkin Festival on Facebook is giving away free tickets. You just have to tag some friends to get entered. So if you go look at their Facebook page and tag your friends, you can enter into that. So it's 6 weekends long. It's going to run September 23rd to October 29th, Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. each weekend. They are $15. And then, of course, the ticket giveaway, it's actually a family season pass every Wednesday for the next 4 weeks. So super easy to enter. The Pumpkin Festival is going to be at Founders Park. Bring your walking shoes because you're going to either get there early or you're going to walk really far because that sucker has grown over the years. It's awesome. It's super awesome.
I haven't made it to that yet.
Oh, you're going to love it.
I got sucked into the pumpkin patch at Friendship Creekside when I first moved here, and I've never ventured outside of it. I love it so much. The Pumpkin Church. They're known as the Pumpkin Church by many people.
Yes, but there's no reason why you can't go to it all.
Yes, I can. I can do more. Halloween is my daughter's birthday too, so we have extra Halloween. Wow. So every year it's getting a little out of control, but I get her a pumpkin for every year that she is old. So she's going to be 17 this year. So I have to buy her 17 pumpkins. When she was 5, it made sense. And now it's getting a little bit crazy.
I want to say, well, that escalated quickly. No, it didn't. It escalated one day at a time.
One year. But also included in that 17 is the little mini pumpkins. So I usually buy quite a few of those and like put candles in them, make a little display for the table, put them around the house. So it's not all like giant pumpkins, but
I love the succulent workshops that are done with the pumpkin. Yeah, where you do the succulents on top. I feel like those always pop up in the fall. Like somewhere, we got to find out more about that. Like
who's doing it? We know it's coming. Who's doing it? Give us the deets.
Yeah, isn't it? Well, doesn't Succulent Native do them?
I'm sure that they do.
Yeah, we're digging into that, folks. We will be right back on that. Also, so this is Dripping Springs adjacent. So we were chatting about Maui, and we were doing a little bit of research, and Lauren found an Aloha Maside murder mystery dinner.
Oh.
Isn't that a great name? Aloha Maside. Murder mystery dinner at the Silver Spoon Dinner Theater, which is located at the Texas Ski Ranch off of I-35 in New Braunfels. For $60, you get a 3-course dinner and tiki drinks. I heard there's some tequila involved. I don't know how that works with tiki drinks. That's usually a rum item. But it sounds really fun. I've never been to a murder mystery dinner, and I've always wanted to.
What's the date on that one?
I think that's on Saturday.
Ooh.
Aloha Maside. Aloha Maside. Murder mystery dinner. Doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And I showed my magnets a minute ago. Our very first Dripping Springs home game is going to be on Friday at 7 p.m. against Vandergrift. You can go to the DSISD website and pick up tickets. If it doesn't sell out, you can pick them up at the gate. Little reminder, I believe the stadium is a clear bag policy, so you can't bring your big tote in. Gone are the days of trying to sneak in concessions in your big bag.
And I hear that is a game that you may want to purchase your tickets early for.
Probably. But do not fret if you can't make that home game. The next one is against Bowie, and then Aikens. Lake Travis is going to be on our field this year, and then the finale for the season is with Anderson. And you'll just have to consult your magnet on your fridge.
Ta-da! Or if it's not on your fridge, anywhere that's magnetized. Maybe it's a better place for it to be like in your filing cabinet right next to your face while you work all day. That's a good place for you.
I like it.
There are options.
And I know
on the side of your car to let everyone know when the games are.
The back of my car. I know that we're known for talking about what's going on, what's coming up, but I would be remiss if I didn't make my focus on what have we been up to. So we wanted to give a special thank you and shout out to Vista Brewing for holding our book club group last Thursday. We had 24 women and 2 men come for book club at Vista Brewing, and it just so happens there was a Jeep Club meetup at the same time. So talk about like interesting worlds colliding. And Vista was amazing and accommodating, and I just so am appreciative.
Yeah, that was wonderful. They were so kind. They were so easy to work with. So if any of you have an event coming up and you need a space, I highly recommend talking to Karen and her crew, and they were so easy to work with and wonderful and kind and took great care of us. So I recommend giving them a call.
And I heard a rumor that they're expanding. I'm gonna look off camera and confirm. I believe they have a tasting room opening in San Antonio. I don't know the exact date of when it's opening. My production staff is looking into it. God, that's official. It's soon now. Production says it's soon. And I just love to see businesses in the area thriving and expanding. Like, they're putting out a good product. So coming this fall to San Antonio, you can find Vista there too.
You know what else I heard about?
What'd you hear?
I heard that the highly anticipated Sonder is going to be opening next month. So yes, they finally got everything going. I don't have an exact date. I'm just seeing per their social media that they are opening next month. So if any of you don't know where that is, it is right in front of La Ventana. It's that big red barn. They're right on the front side of that right there. And she's got big plans. They're starting with the coffee lounge, but that is not all. It's going to be a really, really great place for the community to come together and do different things.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for spreading the word.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us again for the weekly drip. As always, we love you all so much. We appreciate you. If you have any events that are coming up that you would like for us to talk about, please feel free to send them to myself or Ashley or John or Lauren or any of us. You see us on the street, give us a flyer. We're happy to talk about that, like these I ended up with, and happy to talk about those.
I've been in the streets, you guys.
In the streets. You can see me in the streets, probably in front of the high school, at least twice a day. This has been season 4, episode 28 of the Weekly Drip, and we look forward to seeing you next week, always Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. Thank you.
See you later.